Hi, what's going on, y'all? It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, but today we're going to hit this back day. Now, back wasn't always one of my favorite muscle groups to do, but I mean, I kind of been getting better at it. I mean, it's not that I'm not good at it. It's just not one of my favorite groups to do. But in recent history, I've been needing to hit it more, and I felt that, you know, wasn't getting the density like I used to have back in the day when I was doing all the heavy lifts and heavy pulling and whatnot. But so let's start off. Here go what we did. What happens is I start off with the rear delts, because most of the time when you're doing pulling movements with your back, you are using your rear delts. So I like to complement those and hit them first, just to get activated and just to get blood in there and just to get the mind muscle connection going now. So I started off with the rear delt flies, doubled up at the same time, probably did a few sets, but I'll still link the whole workout in the description. And then I went to the single arm, because most of us usually have a dominant side. Mine's my left side, so I gotta make sure I pay more attention to the right side. From there, then I went on to the cable pullovers. Now, this is just a warm up. I pair these two up before I do my pull-ups, because if you don't do the pull-ups, if you ain't did them in a while, what's gonna happen is the pull-ups are gonna start seeming harder than normal, and I hate that. So I usually have to activate my lats with this and the rear delts together, because the pull-ups do require both of those movements. Once I start the pull-ups, I do them two different ways. Some I go straight up, some I come out a little bit, just so I can do activate the muscle up muscles, which is like more of the lower lats. It's more of a technique. So I'll do both the pull-ups, both styles of pull-ups, straight up, vertical. Hit a few sets of pull-ups. Today's focus was mainly compound movements in the beginning to start it off with. This is a lighter day for me, because the heavier days on my back day, I start off with the deadlifts, the bent over rows, the dumbbell rows, all of that and whatnot. This time I decided to incorporate the rack pulls. I want to keep compound movements in my programs every day, whether it be a push, pulling, or a leg movement. Now on this particular rack pull day, what I did was I only went up to 275, and I probably did 8 to 10 reps. Started getting hot after this workout. Then I dropped down. Well, I didn't drop down to nothing. I actually just took the sweatshirt off. Decided to go back in. Then I had to find a song. That's how you know I got a little bit real, even on a light day. I had to find me a song. So now with the rack pulls, I'm preserving a lot of energy and strictly focusing on my back, because I'm taking the leg drive out of having to do the rack pulls. Because at that point, that would be a deadlift. So this, I get to focus more on my back, focusing on the squeeze and putting my chest out and pulling my rear delts back at the top of the movement for a slight pause. From there, now I usually would do, like I said, I'll do the dumbbell rows. I'll keep basically the movement similar on both back days. But this machine in particular, I've recently grown to love, because it feels like a single arm row, but I don't have to do so much balancing. Now, being that, like I said, it's a lighter day. So I've already kind of taxed my lower back. So I want to do some isolation movements. The isolation movements, like this one here, is like basically a dumbbell row. I get a full squeeze, full contraction. And that's what I always do, my right side first, because I'm making sure to focus on the movement instead of just doing the movement. I think a lot of us get caught up in just saying, we did the reps, we did the movements, but we don't actually feel how we know we should feel at the end of that exercise or end of that workout. Now these got pretty rough, I ain't gonna lie, but I really do like them, because exactly when I'm trying to engage, I feel it the whole time, and it gets kind of addictive, but I don't want to get spoiled on machines. But it actually helps facilitate the mind muscle connection when I actually do the dumbbell rows with the free weight. From there, I did more rows. This would actually be, I wouldn't say it would replace a barbell row, but it's more upper back focus without using my lower back. Now this movement is one of my favorite movements too, because I can feel it at the top of my back and the middle of the back muscles. This is pretty much one of my favorite exercises too. From there, I decided to hit wide grip pull-downs. I think this is probably one of the last movements I did. If you could tell, I'm pulling down like under my chest because it'll activate more lats. The higher you pull on your back, it's gonna work more upper back. I need more thickness in my lats for this particular day, so that's why I'm working on that. You'll see I go up full stretch, and as I'm coming down, I'm kind of like pulling my elbows in and down, almost like a pullover motion. From there, I said, you know what? It was a back and tri day, actually. So I got light triceps, and I started off with the skull crushers with the cable, and I superset those with the close grip bench press. I probably did 15 and 15, and from there I went to I forgot what you call this bar, but I did those superset with the single arm overhead. I like to hit a lot of overhead or behind the neck movements for the tricep because the different muscles that it works. And I've actually been feeling like I've been lacking hitting over the head tricep movements because my elbow used to be inflamed a long time ago, and I just started avoiding those movements. But I need more fullness in my tricep, and I realized that from back in the day, what I used to do is a little bit differently than I've been doing recently. So I had to go back to doing a lot of those old school exercises that basically built my physique. But anyway, I hope you liked that video. I got more coming. I'll just keep probably doing it like this for a while because sometimes I hate being in the gym, having to talk in the gym over people, over the music. But till next time, it's your Coach Bobby.